Hi Virgo, welcome to your end of the month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, as usual, I have a special sales offer available and it is inspired in the Pisces season we were on. If you would like to know more details about it, just read the info down below, where you can also find the current list of reading services I offer. If you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Virgo, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together also with the cards that will be showing up. I feel like for many of Virgos, there's something here about stress. So you might feel very stressed out. You might feel like there's a lot of stressful situations going on. You might feel like you're not able to find that immunity, that calmness to things that maybe you used to have, like a more chill, relaxed, detached reaction to. It's basically a feeling of things getting to you in a way that it's strange or that it's unusual. Things that usually didn't affect you starting to be a problem for you. I do feel like others of you are under a lot of stress because of things that are not being said. For some of you, there's a sense of you needing to confess something, or someone needing to confess things to you. And the things that are not being said are also a source of stress and nervousness. The fact that communication is not occurring in a straightforward, clear way as it should be, for you to either be free from something or for you to receive the clarity, the truth that you deserve to receive, the understanding of how truthfully something is or something is not. I keep getting like there's a lot of things that are unfair for Virgos right now, in the form of you not being in the receiving end that you should be of situations that would be fair towards the role you had in it. So situations where, imagine you worked so hard for something and then you don't receive the feedback, or you don't receive the money that you should, that equals, the amount of effort and work you've put into something, or the fact that you've tried to be your best self, the best version of yourself towards another person, and this person is not giving the same back to you. The things in which you're not receiving back, also in the things you're not receiving back, in which you have a lot of notion and certainty that you did it your all, is getting to you. It's an energy that might be confusing you, hurting you, and making you wonder a lot, like, what's the point in giving my all, in being this good person, or giving the best of me to situations, if I don't receive the same. Some of you Virgos, you just want to receive the same, as of equally towards what you give. And the injustices, the imbalances in that regard, you're not tolerating it, or you're not dealing with it in the best ways. Now, I do feel like in other ways there could also be situations where you're being accused of not giving the same. So you can have like your partner, in case you have one, charging you a lot. There could be accusations here in the sense of you not being present enough, loving enough, supportive enough. There can be situations in terms of work as well, where you might get, you might receive criticism or notices that you're not doing your best job, or that you're not paying attention. And being in one side or the other, there's a sense of you needing to wake up to a certain thing they have been unconscious to. it could be that for some of you Virgos, you have not been in your best, like in your best game, in your best shape, especially mentally. It's like you have not been paying attention to things going on around you that you should be vigilant upon, or paying attention to those that you care about. You could be leaving a period of time where you were a lot in your own, you know, for some of you, like in a lot of your own delusions and fantasies, and waking up to reality, or to specific realities around you that you have been absent from, can really create sadness, because and stress. It's like sadness and stress going on at the same time, which is a very challenging duo, right? I do feel like for some of you, this wake-up call, it's needed, because the things you most want, or that you evade, there's a strong percentage of Virgos that evade to this perfect fantasy world, to experience the things that in reality you don't seem to find easily. The feeling here is that in order for you to actually get to experience things that you only think you can experience in the fantasy world, you have to wake up to this world, to this reality. You have to be more concentrated, more lucid in the reality that circles around you, so that you do have an opportunity to find good things. I do feel like you keep bumping into a lot of disappointment or frustrating situations, again, unfair situations, because deep down you're not seeing them for what they are. It's like there's this energy of Virgos not getting as involved with the reality of situations and the reality of people as you should be, in order to really gain the truth out of those situations. So how can you really understand who someone is and who someone isn't if you're not getting yourself, again, invested in that process of getting to know the person? If you only know the surface, and if you see something that you dislike, you evade, or you start creating this image or expectation or fantasy around that person, how can you end up really seeing who they are or what something is? There's something about those lines happening for Virgos in the next days, up to 2 weeks, that it's uncomfortable to have to be, called back to reality, because it can feel like we can feel a lot of things, since shame, guilt, regret. We can start to, enter into this questioning of, am I good enough? Am I a good friend? Am I a good parent? Am I a good professional? Do I have my... I feel like there's something here about some of you Virgos then questioning a lot about who you are in a negative way. That is also not the point of this. I feel like it's more about how you need to be more present within situations, and how you need to be stronger in the face of the reality of things, and not run from them and create a perfect reality in your own mind of it. That it's the theme here. But I feel like many of you Virgos, it's like this energy. It's okay to not always, be able to deliver what you're expected. As it is okay for people not always be able to deliver, as you wanted. The fact is that there needs to be like transparent communication about this. And this is what strongly is missing for Virgos, is like there has not been communication upon interactions in your life, situations in your life, that is like pushed, as it didn't have that much of importance, but it does. And now it's like it's coming to this point where it needs to be said, it needs to be talked. There's a lot of delays also that some of you Virgos have been facing. Delays in your prosperity, delays in your, again, in you getting the manifestations you want, the dreams you want to have accomplished. There's a lot of delays some of you Virgos have been experiencing in the last 2 years, but at the same time, I feel like you have been under this spell, under this influence that has kept you from seeing time and how the time energy has been affecting you, or how things have been working out throughout this kind of 2 years energy. It's like you have been under the spell that has kept you out of it, out of touch with the time of the now and the work that should be done now and the relationships that you should attend to now. I feel like there are Virgos here that put a lot of things like, I'll deal with it tomorrow, or I'll deal with it 1 year from now when I have this or when I have that. And it's like giving yourself a lot of excuses to not deal with things as they present themselves. Now, I do feel like Virgos have here an influence, as I said, of confessions. These confessions could be coming, I see a lot of energy of friends. So you might have friends confessing to you things you're not expecting. You could also be confessing things to friends or about your friends that it's significant for the next days. Death, transformation, and ending. This ending here, this transformation, again, is in terms of your relationship with reality in particular. The end of a phase where you have been somehow lost in the plot and starting to be in a much more concentrated, in-depth outlook towards things. It's like an ability for you to really pay attention in deep, all right, in the deep level towards everything you're presented with, including yourself, including the evaluations and the decisions you make for yourself. I also feel like you might feel like you need to cut off things that are unhealthy, eliminate here certain things. But I feel like it's mostly behavioral, in terms of behaviors. Feel like you're in this quest, or going to start to be in this quest to end behaviors that you know are sabotaging to the things you want, to the things you really desire. Now, this is also speaking a lot about the Scorpio energy of the quality of secrets again. Things that have been hidden from your awareness coming to surface. And through that, again, activates a lot of changes. Endings and beginnings that need to occur through that information revelation. It is important for Virgos that to have in particular like a Scorpio friend or influence. This could be the person, this could be the assistance, the trigger that is coming through for many of you throughout the next days that reveals something or explains something, has a perspective that you're not expecting upon something personal, something about you, something about your life. It could also be that you feel like there's something poisonous contaminating the life you would like to have. And you're trying to understand where that poison lies so you can, get rid of it. Three of Swords. Again, there's that feeling of reality being at times too much. And there can be a sense of you having a heavy heart right now by the things you need to see. You can see that the Three of Swords has the eye open, right? So the things you need to see, the things you need to be awake, that you need to be confronting, can be, again, stressful, but at the same time, it is a truth that will set you free. It is a truth that is going to put an ending to lies and deception and a lot of sorrow associated with this. You can feel a deep sorrow towards things that are ending right now, even if they are necessary. I do see that there might be a situation of a goodbye, parting ways with a person that has been toxic, that has been holding you back. Devil again. As you can see, this combination is very telling for itself, but it's that feeling of you have been attached to situations that have kept you a prisoner of a vicious cycle where you have not been able to meet the greatest, most positive, rewarding things that you deserve. It has been difficult for you to break free from this devil energy, reality, situation, relationship, habits, or again, behaviors, patterns in yourself. But it's ending now, or it's about to. Again, I keep getting like a very toxic energy around you. This can be a lot as well about a cycle of difficulty in parting ways with an ex, with a lover that has been, difficult for you to really say goodbye to. That can be a situation of relieving the wounds of a past relationship, how traumatized or how certain things started the moment, you've met this person or you broke up with this person. There can be a difficulty because you need to say no to an ex that wants an opportunity with you. There can be also just a difficulty in you accepting, coming to terms, healing your heart space from the abuse or the unawareness you've had so far about the reality of a person or a situation. It could be, again, that you see someone for their true colors in the next weeks, and the fact that you do, the fact that you find out something that has been going on in the world, right? So it has something that you have been in the dark about, or you have been participating in, that it's not right, that it's not healthy. All of those themes are like heavy for Virgos. But at the same time, there's a very thick energy here about you wanting to move on, you wanting to heal, but at the same time still securing the devil energy. And this might also be what you need to understand, is that you might need to make a choice between one thing or the other. You might have been trying to manage both things. A healthy lifestyle while still managing unhealthy elements. All right? And this is what you might come to realize right now. The wake up might be that, is that you need to make a choice. You need to really take everything that poisons your life right now in order for you to have a chance for a new, true, loving new beginning to occur. So I hope you have a great end of the month. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.